everyone!
Hey guys!
Welcome back to another episode of Mindsinneutral, your favorite two podcasters in the whole entire world.
Facts.
My name is Rana.
My name is Shahad.
And here's another episode dedicated to you guys. It's our 19th.
No way!
Yeah.
Dedicated to them?
Dedicated to them.
No
Not
way.
to us, but to them.
Crazy.
But yeah, this week's is our 19th episode, which means we're one episode away from reaching 20 episodes. Wow. 20. Wow. The big age. So now we're at your age, and next week we're gonna be at my age. Woo!
Okay, Miss Old Woman.
Okay, my bad, girl. I didn't even mean it like that. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. I feel like every time that we record, it feels like we haven't recorded in
so long, right? Like, I miss you guys.
Yeah, we miss you guys so much. And hopefully, inshallah, if this recording goes really well, we'll actually have our first YouTube video.
Oh my god.
Because we've been saying that for the past like three, 4 episodes.
Yeah, like this is actually unacceptable.
Yeah.
like
we've been wanting to start our YouTube channel for so long, and it's just not working. But inshallah, this time it works. Inshallah. We set it up where the camera wouldn't overheat, the angle is good, and
do you have storage?
I do have storage.
Okay,
yes.
great.
So inshallah that works, because I'm tired of trying to make this work and it not working.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's okay, queen.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, Chad, you already know what day it is.
What day is it, Rana?
It's Thursday, and you already know what that means.
What does it mean?
It means it's time to shift your mind to neutral, where you sit back, relax, and listen to us chit-chat. Yeah, another day, another dollar. Okay. Another week, another episode. Another month, another slay. Are you not feeling it? You're not feeling it?
Yay!
You're not feeling it. You're not feeling the grooves. I'm trying out this new hijab style, which you'll probably see, and I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I feel like it's a bit messy.
So cute.
Is it?
I love the vibes.
Yeah, I've been wanting to like try this like pishma. Is that what it's called?
I have no idea.
I've seen it on TikTok, like this type of scarf, and it looks really cute. So yeah,
but our moms would never accept this. Absolutely
not. Mama thought that I literally am wearing a curtain.
Yeah.
On my head. So yeah, that feels really nice to know. But I think it looks cute. I think it's different.
Yeah.
You know, you have to zhuzh up your hijab a little bit here and there. You know, make it nice and fresh. I mean, it's the style that we have, so let's take advantage of it. Yeah. Shad, tell me, what's your weekly obsession? How's your week been? How's everything going?
Girl, every time you ask me that question,
you like pause. You have to like load until it comes to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you mine.
Yeah, tell me yours.
I always ask you, and then I'm the first one to answer. I have been obsessed with taking pictures of my food this week. I don't know why.
Really?
Like, anytime that I make anything to eat, I always like to take pictures.
Hello, why don't you send them to me?
I don't know. Like, look, we made a cheese board yesterday at Shahid's place, and I took a picture of it. I made a fettuccine pasta, took a picture of it.
Nice.
Made a tuna bowl, took a picture of it. Made what is this, fried rice, took a picture of it.
Okay,
I've just been obsessed with like taking pictures of my food. I don't know why. I've just been really liking.
And she makes them aesthetic too.
Yeah, I make it look nice and presentable. No one's seeing them, to be honest. I just take them for myself, but I just really like taking pictures of my food.
That is crazy.
That's been definitely my weekly obsession.
That is insane.
What about you, Dolan? What about you? Tell me.
My weekly obsessions. Girl, I really don't have one. Like, I feel like I'm just existing right now.
Yeah?
You know, that's my weekly yeah, just existing.
Okay.
You know, just breathing every single day.
Pushing through?
It's
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Not every week has to be a crazy week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's chill.
It is chill.
It's chill.
Yeah. Okay. Good weekly obsession. I think our weekly obsessions are good. Anyway, but besides that, how have you been? Mentally, physically, emotionally, all the Lees? All the Lees. How have you been?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. You've been good?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, I've been good too. I have class after this.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Which is kind of late. I don't know. I don't like late classes. I like morning classes.
Yeah, bro, because I wanna go shopping with her, but she has a class.
Yeah, we wanna go like makeup shopping because I'm running out on concealer.
Yeah.
My concealer is drying up. But yeah, and you also need a few things like what did you need? Mascara, lip gloss.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
But like lip gloss, yeah, that was one of them.
Yeah.
And like I just want to go to the store and like see everything.
Discover and like see, yeah. Oh my god, one thing that I've been really wanting is eyebrow gel. Because I do my eyebrows with
God.
like soap brows, and I'm just kind of tired of it because it's a bit of a hassle, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And the thing is about soap brows is that when it dries out, you can see the clumps a little bit. Like if it's like too dry at one point, like you need to like wet it so like it looks kind of natural and not clumpy, and I just don't like it. But it's my only way that I like to brush my brows, because if I don't, then they'll just be all over the place. And my brows are actually not that thick, but I brush them in a way to look thick because I don't like filling them in.
They look good though.
Yeah, I like how they look.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just kind of tired of this look. Like I want to try just like the natural, quick to go type of look. Anyway, moving on to our mindful minutes.
Yes, sir.
But before that, rate us. Rate us on every single platform that we have. Rate us on Instagram. No, you can't rate us on Instagram, can you?
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram.
Like us on Instagram.
Follow us on TikTok.
Like us on TikTok.
Follow us on
Share.
Spotify.
Comment.
Share, comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, all the things you gotta do them for us, because we deserve it.
Yeah.
But yeah, give us 5-star ratings on any platform that you guys listen to us to. I don't know, I've been thinking about like expanding more than Spotify and Apple, but I don't
expanding where?
Like on, I think there's like Google Podcasts or something like that, but you need like an RSS and.
Oh, you actually need it for the Google one?
Yeah, you do. That's the only way Google will approve you, and it's kind of a long story. But yeah, for now, for what we have, like, share, comment, subscribe, everything.
Yes.
And if you're an audio listener, and you want to head over to our YouTube channel, which we don't have the link to that yet because we still haven't made it, because we're kind of scared to make it and not have anything to upload on it. But head over on our YouTube channel and find us there. And if you want to like see us while we're actually talking to you, check it out there as well.
Yes, sir. It will be no cuts,
raw, and just like you could see our facial expressions, you could see our little mess ups here and there. So that'll just be an unedited version. And our funny jokes. And the little things that happen around us, because sometimes people will be looking at us because we're filming in the car, and it's kind of weird.
And I locked it.
We lock the doors. Lock your doors wherever you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Wherever you're listening this. Wherever you're listening to this.
Yes.
On.
Yes.
Okay. Now moving on to our mindful minute.
Mindful minute.
Okay. So we asked you guys on our Instagram stories. Go ahead, Shannon.
Where do you usually seek advice for problems? Well done. Okay. There we had family and friends, social media and online platforms, and figure it out alone.
Majority, I kind of expected it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was 56% saying family and friends. That's something that I saw coming.
Yeah.
A lot of people also said, 33% said they would figure it out alone.
Mm-hmm.
And not that many obviously said social media.
11% said social media and online platforms. We have some reasons for that, so you want to go through them? Or?
Yeah, I can go through them if you would like. Okay, someone said, because they give me good advice and they know me the best, I think they voted family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, someone close to you might give you a biased advice, figure it out alone.
Oh.
Which is true. Because sometimes you don't want like people to give you the nice, because not everyone's going to tell you the harsh reality.
Yeah, no one's going to be straight up with you, especially if they don't want to like hurt your feelings.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So they would just be like, oh, she's my friend. Like, I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to say something bad.
But to that, I feel like if you are a proper friend and you guys are like a proper friendship, I think they could tell each other the harsh truth. Like, I could tell you the harsh truth.
But sometimes I feel like you don't.
No,
sometimes
I do.
I feel like you sugar it down for me.
How? When?
Like there's sometimes where I would tell you something and you'll be like, I don't know, Shahad, like, maybe, like, I mean, like, it's not the bad thing, but like I don't know.
I would kind of sway around it, but I would also give you like an indication and this is kind of wrong. But I wouldn't tell you, Shahad, like, this is so stupid, like, why would you do this? Like, I'm not going to tell you to that extreme, but I would kind of give you a hint to know I don't agree with what you're doing. But I wouldn't be like...
But you wouldn't be straight up.
I wouldn't be straight up. But because I think, of course, I need to respect you and I need to respect your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And I know if I be extremely straight up, which I'm not straight up with anyone, because I feel like that's... Like, I feel like people sometimes mistake being straight up as honest.
Mm-hmm.
You can be straight up and honest, but straight up doesn't mean you're rude.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's where I lie. Where, like, I'll kind of tell you, I'll hint it to you, I'll be like, I'll put this feeling in you that's like, oh, she doesn't agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll just kind of like carry it on by yourself. Someone said, emotional support, family and friends know me better to help both emotionally and logically.
That also makes sense.
That makes sense as well.
Yeah.
And to wrap it up, someone said, because my family have the answers to most of my questions, which is also true. Because your family has the answer to most of my questions.
Oh.
Which is true, because I mean, like, your family does know you the best. They live with you.
Yeah, and not only that, but they went through the same age that you went through.
Yeah.
Different times, but some stuff were like inevitable, like it happened to them, so it probably happens to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. What do you think? Where would you usually seek advice?
Oh, see, I would say I usually seek advice with, honestly, only you.
Yeah? So friends, yeah.
Yeah, friends. I don't know, I don't usually tell, like, my family my problems that much, because I feel like I have the responsibility to hear them out.
Yeah, that is true.
So, like, I feel like there's no time for me to, like, talk about my stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
And, like, I only trust you to seek advice from.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you've known me the most and you've known me the best for so long. And,
so
like, I don't know, I just trust what she says. And I also, because with our friendship, it's very equal. So I know that whenever you listen to me, you know that I'm always there for you. Because I don't like it when it's one-sided.
That is true.
And sometimes with other friends, because I used to ask advice from more, like, other friends.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would come to a point where it was just one-sided and it was only me asking for advice.
Yeah.
And I don't like that, because it gives me, like, the therapy session feeling and the vibe.
I get you.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
So right now, it's you.
I feel like I get you 100% because I feel like that's the same for me. Like, it's like my closest friends.
Yeah.
Right? But I feel it also depends on the problem. Because sometimes I just need to figure it out alone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Because it's not even like, oh, I'm too embarrassed to share it with other people. That's not the case at all. Like, I don't feel like there's anything for me to hide about myself. But sometimes it's just like, if it's too personal, I would figure it out by myself. Or if it's something that is just like too long and I can't even explain it to other people, then I'll just like manage it on my own. So yeah, like if it's something to do with family and it's extremely personal and like I know my family wouldn't feel comfortable with me sharing it with other people, like as much as like I'm close with you and everything, there's also like things that I would like to keep for myself and vice versa for you. So yeah, so I think it depends.
It depends,
yeah. It depends on the problem.
Not only that, but like I feel like when they say like figure it out on their own, like see, for example, like I can ask for your advice, but I still technically have to figure it out by myself.
That is true.
Do you know what I mean? So it is a mix of both, where you kind of, okay, you seek that advice, but who is gonna act on it? Yeah, it's gonna be you. At the end of the day, either way, you are figuring it out alone.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. But yeah, we asked you guys this question because we wanted to do something a little bit different for this week's episode, because we were thinking, you know what, why don't we take a little bit of a different path, because we're still experimenting with what is like our niche and stuff. So we were like, why don't we do like a Reddit story type of situation where I'll be reading them to Shahad and then Shahad will like react and we'll both like talk about it together. So I found this, like, honestly, understanding Reddit is such a difficult task because it was so hard to figure out where to find these stories that people are like reading them online. And you have to go on like different forums and things like that. So we went on the category, I guess, that's called help/advice. So they're literally people that are using online platforms, because that was one of the options, and we wanted to see if anyone has ever used it, and it was a very like minimal percent of people who said like, yeah, we'll use online. But yeah, I found 2 stories and I'm gonna talk about them with Shahad. Okay, so I'll tell you the title of the first one. Will I be happier if I accept I'll be alone forever?
Ouch.
It's a bit of a sad one. There's no like necessary theme because the other one has no correlation to this, but it's just a bit of a sad one, and I just wanted to see like your perspective. Okay, ready?
Yes.
So I'm a 20-year-old guy currently studying engineering in university.
Okay, first of all, he's 20 years old and he's already thinking that he'll be alone forever.
You're so young. You are so young. Like 20 is so young. I'm 20 and I still like I just turned 20, right?
Yeah.
But still 20 is so young. Like when I compare it to like my siblings and things like that, and even their ages, the number sounds old, but
technically they're so young.
Like the life experience is limited. Okay, so he's 20 and he's studying engineering in university.
Okay.
I made friends with almost no girls, and growing up never even kissed a girl.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's normal.
I made a post the other day on the sub saying how I think of myself as being subhuman for an incel. Do you know what an incel is?
No.
So an incel is basically someone who like sits on their laptop all day and like kind of like mocks women online and just doesn't really have a life. Like he's kind of like a low life.
Okay.
He kind of games all day. He doesn't really do much with his life. He doesn't work. He doesn't do anything. He kind of lives in the basement of his parents' house. Just doesn't do much.
Yeah.
Okay. So he made like a sub. I don't know what a sub is. Is that like something on Reddit?
I think so, like a subcategory, like something.
Probably. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this sub, right, is like the help and advice. So he made a sub basically saying that he might be an incel.
Okay.
Because he like has no contact with girls.
Okay.
I never cared about dating growing up, but somehow, I never cared about dating growing up, but something only really clicked around 8 months ago where I wanted to meet more girls, so I started using dating apps.
Okay.
My self-esteem dropped to an all-time low when I had no matches. Ever since then, my life has been miserable, and I've been constantly thinking about how to make myself more desirable and meet more girls. That's so sad. That is actually so sad. I literally think about this every day, and it's become an insane obsession of mine.
Damn.
Oh my god. This is actually so sad.
Damn.
By the way, I'm reading this for the first time as well, so I'm just like reacting with you. I even have an objective proof that I'm not undesirable. I'm 6 foot, have facial hair, have a good jawline. I've been going to the gym, not super fit yet, but I'm getting there. And I have a good GPA at a top engineering university, and likely set to make 6 figures after I graduate.
Mashallah.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
Despite all this, okay, we're just waiting for that truck to go by. Okay. Despite all this, I still have an inferiority complex. I feel like an inherently boring person that no girl will like. I keep thinking back to how no one swiped on me on dating apps. I can't even shoot my shot with attractive women anymore because I fear I'm just inferior to them and they're out of my league despite all my advantages. I even read an entire book on seduction, Models by Mark Manson, which gave me a lot of great advice on how to approach women, but I honestly don't even feel like approaching anyone anymore. I get told mixed things. I get told, don't worry about it, it'll happen to you eventually, but then I see the ones that are successful with women are the ones that actually engage with them and ask them out. Do I just wait until a girl asks me out, even though that's not the gender norm? I have no idea what to do anymore. I feel like the best way to fix my plans is to accept that I will be single for the rest of my life. Is this a good and a healthy mindset to hold? I don't know how I can do that because I think I would rather die than live all of my life single. But I really need to figure it out. This is so sad, oh my god. But I really need to figure out how to change my perspective to be like that. I really have no other solution other than continuing to live in chaos literally every single day. And that was his story.
So sad.
That is so sad. That's actually so sad.
Actually, oh my god.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Tell it. And this was 1 year ago. So I don't know. There's no update. There's no nothing.
I hope he's doing well.
Yeah. He would have been like 21 by now. Or maybe 22.
I really hope he's doing well. First of all, being single at the age of 20 does not mean you're going to be single for the rest of your life.
True.
Okay? Don't I don't want to say manifest it to yourself.
Yeah.
But when you say that to yourself, you're going to put a bad mindset in your mind, and then your brain will never allow you to approach someone. Yeah. And your brain will always keep this physical border between you and the opposite gender.
That is true. Yeah.
So just see okay, maybe it's just not your time right now. Maybe you actually just really need to focus on because engineering is hard.
It is a very hard degree.
It is such a hard degree to have. So first of all, well done to you. You're such a smart person.
Yeah, mashallah.
That you were able, mashallah, that you're able to go to such a good university, and
have a high GPA, be at the top of your class. Yeah.
Exactly. So take that into account. Okay, focus on your studies, get a good job. Focus on yourself. For example, read more books. If books was something that you enjoyed doing, read more books.
Yeah.
And continue going to the gym. And I promise you, once you start focusing on yourself and knowing how to love yourself, because from this post, I realized that you do not love yourself.
No, yeah, for sure.
You really don't.
Yeah.
And you won't find that love in another person.
Yeah.
So even if a girl finds you attractive, because you're not fulfilled with yourself, you will think she's how can she even be with me? Like,
yeah,
I'm
that's
so
true. You'll be like
low.
the insecure type of
Exactly.
person, and naturally you will just like give it off. Like you might come out and you might not even want to, but you might seem more controlling because you're with this attractive girl and you see yourself like way less. So then you'll feel like, oh, she can't go out, she can't do this, she can't do that, and you'll just like kind of restrict her as well, and that's not right for her or for you. So
honestly, focus on yourself, love yourself, because from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing, you have all the good qualities. You tick all the boxes. You know, so just make sure you're respectful, and also do try to get out of your comfort zone. So even if it's, because engineering, I know sometimes the ratios, like male and female ratios are a bit off. But try to, like, for example, just like talk to a girl about like the work, or ask if she needs help, or you know, something small within like the career path. You don't have to like, you know, make it really big and extreme. Just like a small bit, so you're not also cutting yourself off completely from the opposite gender, and then making it more difficult for yourself, and making it seem as like a task that's gonna be so hard and impossible to do. Do you know what I mean? So like, because you know, like, so for example, I had a test that I had to do, and I kept delaying it and delaying it, and I kept on getting more nervous, and it came to a point where I didn't even want to do it anymore. And then Ghira was like, Shahad, just sit down and do it. And it was such an easy test. You know what I mean?
It was literally 8 questions and MCQ, and it was just so simple and straightforward.
It was so simple, but because I built that stress in my head, and I prolonged it for so long, so that stress kept on building up and building up and building up to the point where I just did not want to do it. You know, so that's the same thing with you, you know? Like, if you keep on building up that stress of like speaking to to a woman, it is gonna, you know, kind of shut you off from doing it completely.
It is, because now you made it almost like it's like a goal, and the thing is, I think with relationships, it should never be set as a goal, because that's an impossible goal to reach, because that's just, it happens with timing, and it happens with you. And I feel like, even like, for example, it's not impossible if, like, for example, if you don't love yourself, it's not impossible to not find someone. Like, you will find someone, but that person may even take advantage of the fact that you don't love yourself. Like, they may, like, let's say you don't kind of bring it on them, like your insecurities and things like that, but they'll take advantage of it, and you'll feel small in the relationship. And like, let's be honest, as a man, you need to have that leadership in you, especially if you're going to be with your partner. Like, you need to be in your masculine energy, and she needs to be in her feminine, right? So like, if you have such like scaredy, like, you know, fearful mindset when it comes to girls and approaching girls, I understand that, because like, rejection is something that everyone fears, girls and guys, right? It's something inevitable, and it happens. But you know, I'm not gonna say that you didn't try, because you did. You downloaded dating apps, and you're like making yourself look good and everything. But the thing is, like, nothing is going on here, like in your mind, and nothing is going on in your heart. So that's why it's just like, you're longing for someone, but for what reason? Like, are you longing for someone because you see everyone around you in a relationship and you just kind of feel like you're left out? Are you longing for someone because you just want to have great company around you? You want to have that support system? That's great if you do, but like, let's fix up yourself so that you can have the right support system, because without that, you will have a girl, but what value will she have in your life? Like, she'll just be there, and maybe she might even cause more problems for you. Maybe she might make you feel more insecure. Maybe she'll like cause commitment issues, trust issues. I don't know, she might cheat on you. Like, if you're attracting the wrong type of person because you're not set in yourself and not set in your own like roots and things like that, you will attract a person that's not going to help you out. And you need someone that helps you out, and you need someone that'll help you like evolve and grow and become a better man. So I think it's hard, because I think everyone has been in this position before. Everyone has wanted to be with someone. Everyone has wanted to find a girl or find a guy and just kind of settle down and everything. But again, 20 is really young, and especially in a, like, I don't know. I think
in our
age group, I feel like, especially at that age, everyone's kind of new to uni. Everyone may not want to commit super, like, and the thing is, you can't blame them either. You can't force someone to commit, because, you know, for a lot of people, like, for example, if you're a student studying abroad, this is like maybe your first time living your life, actually. You get what I mean? So it's like, maybe they're not ready to like settle down and things like that. And you know, maybe you aren't either. Maybe like, when you look at it, you're just looking at like a relationship in terms of the honeymoon phase. But then what if the honeymoon phase like disappears? Like, are you ready for that commitment? Are you ready for the ugly days? Are you ready for like being pissed at each other? Are you ready for the fights? Because there's going to be fights, there's going to be arguments, there's going to be problems. there's going to be times where you're going to need to like communicate so much, and are you ready for that? Do you feel like you can handle that? Because it's a responsibility. It's responsibility for yourself and for the person as well, because you don't want to hurt anyone in the process.
Yeah, that is true.
So I think it's definitely something that like it'll come naturally. Don't beat yourself up for it. I know this is so like surface level advice because we don't know this guy.
That is true, yeah.
So like we don't know his full situation. Maybe there's like, I don't know, maybe there's a pattern as well in the type that he goes for, that he feels like the type of woman that he goes for causes him a lot of pain. So he's also kind of scared because he feels like every woman will cause him that.
But not even that, but like when you started to look for a woman, you went on a dating app, which is not the best way to reflect yourself or also know the girl properly, especially if
that is true, yeah,
are a person that didn't really talk to girls in your like life. So like having, because you said it before, like when you're talking online, it's only 100% communication based.
Yeah.
And if you already don't know how to communicate with a woman, now of course the dating apps wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and like again, like as you said, people have already said that to you, but be patient. You will find the right person.
You will.
You will find the right person.
Just like, I don't know, I also feel like, to add to your point about the dating apps and things like that, that's I think the worst way that you can possibly start if you're trying to meet someone, because if you have no game in real life and you are trying to put that game on text, it's 10 times harder, because people like the way texts can be misinterpreted is like, it happens with friends, it happens with family, it happens with anyone. So to start off with that, I don't know if it's the smartest way to start. But also you have to keep in mind, you know, like that seems like the least intimidating way. Yeah. Because approaching someone is really hard.
It's the easiest way because you have a lot of options.
You have a lot of options, but the thing is, no one like swiped right on him. And that, oh my god, that is so heartbreaking. Maybe like it's the bio. Yeah, maybe fix up your bio. Put something funny. Put something like a little bit jokingly. Maybe it's the dating app that you went on. Like, it depends. Like, if you're going on Tinder, no one on Tinder is really there to like honestly talk. Mostly they're there for like wrong intentions. Yeah. So it depends on the dating app. It depends on your bio. It depends maybe even on the pictures. Maybe you're like a person who's not like extremely photogenic, but looks better in real life. So like try to find pictures where you do look pretty decent. And maybe it's also the type of pictures. Like, don't put pictures where you're like in the gym or something like that, because I think guys do that. Yeah. Or like, I don't know, just like cringy pictures. I guess.
I feel like it's more of his personality. I would say just build up your personality.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's it.
I think, okay, like let's say if this is someone that we know and he's our friend, okay? I think the best thing I would tell him is what you said, which is like, try to talk to people within your course. Yeah. Make it surface level and see where you can take it from there. Yeah. You don't have to be their friend, but at least like break the ice just to see how it feels to even talk to a woman. Because this guy seems like he has never really spoken to a woman like properly, right? See if you can crack a few jokes, see where your flaws are, and then like reflect on that. Be like, okay, I maybe got a little bit awkward when like we started talking about this, or like when she started asking me questions about myself. So maybe you're not comfortable to talk about yourself just yet. So maybe like you should be the questionnaire person in the beginning, where it's like, oh, tell me about yourself, and you know, you'll make her comfortable, you'll make yourself comfortable.
And I would also say, like, don't start talking to a girl. I don't know if that's the right way of thinking, but like, don't start talking to a girl with the intention like, oh, I'm gonna date her. Oh yeah, like, I'm gonna like, start it as like, oh, I'm gonna get to know her. I want to be her friend. Yeah. You know, I wanna like, we can help each other out with the course, or we can help each other out with this. Yeah. But like, don't always put your brain in that intention, and then gradually, like with more like memories with them and more experiences with them, that's when you will start like liking them and like all of that stuff. Yeah. So also, like, I was even thinking about other places that you can meet people, because I think this is something like people struggle with, because it's just like, when you think about it, like, especially like we're Muslim, right? But if you think about it, the most times you can socialize with people, or like how society has made it, is just like parties, clubs, things like that, right? But us, we're kind of limited on that. So where do you meet people? I don't know if this person is religious, I don't know, but let's assume that he is, right? Yeah. Let's assume he's a Muslim man, because I think that would be even harder to find someone. But if you're not, go out. Literally just go out, and I bet you're gonna find someone. And just like, maybe go out and like, I don't want to say mess around with people, but like like break the ice a bit with other girls, and then just
see how you would do with like the girls that you actually kind of want to take seriously. I don't know if this is like the greatest advice, but do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't like mess around and like break girls' hearts, but like kind of break the ice with some people and then take it serious with others.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Anyway, let's say it's a Muslim man, okay? If he's a Muslim man, and let's say he lives in the West, okay? He doesn't want to do the dating apps. He's done with uni, okay? Because uni, you can meet someone.
Yeah.
Let's say he's done. He hasn't met anyone in uni. And in his workplace, it's super like,
Limited.
dry, limited. Let's say he's an engineer and there's not that many girls that do engineering, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go? What do you do?
Allah.
Akid Allah. But like also you need to also do something about it. Like you can't just, again, Shahad, we know in our religion, of course you have to pray, but you also have to have some action.
Yeah, but like,
I'm not saying go out and risk girls. I'm just saying there has to be ways that people can meet people in a halal way and not make it disrespectful, haram, but with the right intentions. Do you get what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I do get you, but it's tough.
It is tough.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, wallah, the only solution that I can think of is just talking to Allah and just like asking Him, and then somehow all of a sudden you see a beautiful woman just in front of your face. Yeah, that's like, cause like, just.
I think that's possible. It is possible.
It is possible. It is.
But
like,
I
100%.
don't think. If I was a man, and I wanted to get married really bad, I don't think I would just sit there.
Okay, so what would you do?
I would pray a lot, and I would try to involve myself. I think in the West, there's a lot of like Islamic centers.
Like Muslim communities.
I would involve myself so much. I would get out of my comfort zone, even if I'm the most introverted guy.
Go to like donation centers.
Go to donation centers.
Yes.
Go to Jum'ah prayers.
Yeah.
Try to be friends with the fathers. Meet up with shuyukh. Like things like that. So you can also know that you're not only just finding like a Muslim girl, but you're finding a good Muslim girl who comes from a good family. So that's what I would do. If I was a man and I was living in the West and I wanted to make it in the most halal way, and I cannot find anyone in my work, I can't find anyone in my uni, I can't find anyone in like the activities that I do, like the gym and whatever, I would definitely just go involve myself in like community centers.
Yeah.
That would be such an easy way to meet someone. Because I think I saw this TikTok and it was like these Muslim couples and they were interviewing like other couples and they're like, oh, how did you guys meet? And it was like this Muslim community and they're like, oh, we met at this center, oh, we did this, and or one day like I was volunteering here and he saw me and whatever, he asked for my number and like he asked for my dad's number or whatever, and long story short, they end up getting married. So I think that's the best way you can meet someone if you're a Muslim man, restricted. And I'm not saying don't just, like, of course you should make dua, but I think action should be done with dua. Just like with anything. Like, you can't just pray, oh, Ya Allah, make me rich. Action needs to be done with it.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
So, that's what I think. But, of course, whenever you're approaching these girls, approach it with respect, approach it with boundaries, approach it, logically.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to do a different story.
Next one,
Okay, we're going to do this one a bit quicker because we're kind of short on time. So, the title is, Should Men Never Show Emotional Weakness to Women? This is something we talk about, but let's see what this guy has to say. So I decided to put myself out there and start dating again. Yet one question has been sort of looming my my god. We're gonna restart. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. Okay, bismillah. So I decided to put myself out there and start dating again. Yet one question has been sort of looming my mind lately. The last relationship I had was, I can't read.
What?
I don't know. The last relationship I had, I was pretty much used as this girl's therapist. Oh, okay. She was dealing with grief after her mother passed away, and I had to be this rock that helped her out when she was going through rough times. During the course of our relationship, I never showed her that I was sad myself, and trying my best to keep myself together and do what I had to do in my life. I was not only keeping myself together, but I was expected to keep her together as well. Well, anyways, at one point in time, I let myself slip and showed some sadness and that I was human too. That was when she had grew distant and left me for someone else.
What? There's no way.
This is so sad. What the
There's
hell?
no way.
Okay. If this was a one-off thing, I could picture myself just brushing it off, but for me and people I'm friends with, it seems like an unwritten rule that as a man, you can't show emotional weakness to a girl you're dating. that's when they seem to lose interest in you. So I guess my question is it something that as a man, I just have to understand that I'm not allowed to show sadness to any woman that I date? Or is it okay to show sadness and that you struggle to a girl that you've been dating for a long time? If you can't show yourself vulnerable around a partner, then in my opinion, the whole prospect of having a relationship is kind of pointless. They're a person that should be able to know all of you.
Exactly. Like, you're in a relationship with this person.
Oh my God, this is so sad.
He's not allowed to show his emotions?
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, like, that's messed up.
First of all, okay, let's break this down. First of all, Allah yarham her mom.
Allah yarhamha.
Allah yarhamha. Yeah. That's number one. Number two, I understand that she's going through a lot.
Yeah.
I can never imagine myself in that position, and I don't want to. But, like, I understand her. But, bro, what are you on? Like, actually, what are you on? Like, he is showing you the slightest, tiniest bit of, like, girl, like, low-key, I'm kind of struggling, and you're like, oh, never mind.
Like, how?
How? Like, I don't know what's
here?
Like, what is going on? Like, I don't know. Like, if anything, if I see, look, okay, I think if I see, like, my husband, let's say, right? If I see my husband show an emotional side to me, I feel like that makes him more of a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at least he's able to own up, and at least he feels comfortable enough to me, and he trusts me to come to me and be like, Rana, I'm, like, struggling, or, like, I don't know, whatever, or something like that. Like, that makes me feel like, wow, you're a man.
Yeah, exactly.
That you are able to be a little bit vulnerable with me and tell me actually how you feel, and not feel like I can't trust my own wife. I mean, they're dating, so maybe it's a bit different. But, like, dating can be serious.
Exactly, yeah.
And I don't know how long they're dating, but he kind of made it seem like it was a long time.
Not even that, but, like, the fact that, remember when I told you, like, I don't like when I'm only the one that's speaking, like, the listen, like,
oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this whole therapy situation, like, it's not a relationship anymore, it's not a friendship anymore.
Yeah.
It's just you become a therapist.
Yeah.
And there's no bond.
Yeah.
There's no connection.
Yeah.
Like, you only get, like, a true bond and a true connection is when both of you guys can be vulnerable with each other.
That is so true.
Like, you should see it as a strength. Like, whenever, like, if both of you guys are, like, struggling with something, you shouldn't be like, oh, like, he's struggling, I'm struggling, and blah, blah, blah. No, like, we're struggling together. We can go through this together. Like, the fact that she even thought about leaving him.
She did leave him.
Yeah, but, like, the fact that she even thought about it and did it.
That's so disheartening. I don't know.
Crazy.
It's just so cold-hearted. Like, I don't know. I mean, girl, you've been going through a lot. Like, allow this man to go through one thing.
Exactly.
Like, allow him. Like, he is allowed. Like, he's also human, and guys do go through things. And I'm not gonna make it seem like, to be honest, from reading this, I don't think he made, like, a Turkish drama type of reaction to what he was going through. I think he just kind of, like, approached her and told her, like, I'm struggling with 1, 2, 3. I don't think he was crying. I don't think he was sobbing. And even if that's the case, عادي خليه, it's okay, it's fine. But, like, I think it was a very, like, normal way of telling someone that I'm struggling.
Yeah.
And you just took it and you ran with it and you left the boy.
Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Girl, be so for real. Wallahi, be so for real. Wallahi, be so for real. Like, that's actually so, like, you're cold. You're actually cold.
Yeah.
Like, no respect to that girl, because he was there for you. He was there for Yani, what if he loses someone? What if he loses his mom? But what if he loses his mom? What do you expect him to do? You expect him to just be like, oh, you know what? Me losing my mom doesn't matter as much because you lost your mom. So I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, I remember when my dad lost his brother, Allah yarhamu, my uncle, he cried in front of my mom.
And fair and valid.
Because, you know, it's something traumatic. Like, it's something sad.
Yeah.
And he cried. He let it out. And my mom was, like, there for him. She supported him.
Yeah.
She made sure he's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing nicer than a woman's nurturing side.
Exactly.
So you don't want to give that to your man. Like, to
your
own man. Like,
oh my
babe,
God.
If you're not giving it to him, trust me, he's gonna go to someone else and get it from someone else. Like, I best believe you. So, like, give that side to you. You have it in you. Like, you don't want to nurture him. You don't want to, like, طبطب عليه and it's gonna be okay, babe, whatever, I don't know.
Like,
you get what I mean?
It's a baby.
Like, he's your baby, girl. Like, what are you doing? Like, actually, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. Like, it's really sad, and I think a lot of people are losing, like, a lot of girls, I feel like, are getting mixed up with this because they're listening to a lot of TikTok advice.
Yeah,
and they're listening
I've heard
to girls
on TikTok, by the way.
Yeah, and
where it's like, if a man shows his emotions, leave him.
You even said it one time where it's just like, we said it in one of our podcasts. You mentioned, not you as in your opinion.
Oh, okay. I was about to equate.
You mentioned it as in like someone said it on TikTok where it was like, oh, if a guy cries like about something, like that's crocodile tears.
Yeah, or like that's an ick.
Yeah.
What?
My bus. But it's fine. Close, whatever.
Your bus?
Yeah. It's fine.
Do you want to say hi to it?
No, girl, that's the bus I'm meant to be taking.
Oh.
It's fine, I'll just be late. It's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's something that is just like
where in the right mind are you right now?
Where is your mind?
Yeah.
Where is it going? What is it doing?
Where's your feminine energy?
Girl, like, yeah, he was in his masculine energy for a really long time, like supporting you and being there for you and listening and hearing you out. And a lot of guys are not patient with that, and like a lot of guys would be like, oh, khalas, like forget it, like it's not that deep.
Yeah.
So the fact that he was there and he was patient and he like stood by your side, and when it came to him, you walked away. Like, I don't know, that's so wild. That is so wild.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people are just losing the essence of like being nice. Like, people are just not nice anymore, and they don't want to be nice, and they think that if I'm they think that like, because there's this whole book that a woman wrote, and it's literally called Why Men Love B Words.
Oh,
I'm not gonna swear.
Really?
Yeah. And it was like, oh, you need to treat him like this to get his attention. You need to pull back here. You need to push in here. You need to do this. You need to do that. And it's just like, why are we so complicated? Like, why are we really complicating this whole thing?
Yeah.
Wallahi, it doesn't need to be complicated. Like, relationships and being with someone does not need to be that complicated. But because we keep listening and we keep, like, we have so many outlets where we get information from, and everyone is telling us something. And, like, now recently, like, the whole thing is just to be, like, cold to a man, and that's how you get him to like love you.
And because because we're doing that to men think that that's the way that it's meant to be,
that's the way they should be loved.
Yeah. So like it becomes very toxic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they think, oh, like that means she loves me. Like when I get excited, or when I have that like excitement, or when, you know, whatever, that means I love her.
Yeah.
Like that means like it's going well. It's great.
When I get that hit of like happiness from her, that means like we're besties. Like, we're like this.
But it's not true. Like it's just, it's not the way it's done. Like bro, you can find some calm, peaceful, you know, people, and it doesn't mean that like, oh, they're boring, or like, oh, they don't like me.
And I don't know why. Like, why is it so popular to treat men bad?
Yeah.
Why is it so popular to be rude to men?
But I think it's because not a lot, I don't want to say a lot, but there has been this stereotype of men being rude and mean to women.
I know.
And like, I think women nowadays are like fighting back.
Yeah.
Do you get?
I get, but like,
it's like a taste of your own medicine.
I get it. Like, oh, what if the tables were turned, or like whatever. I get that. But if you have an amazing man, phenomenal, he's treating you amazingly, he spoils you, he respects you, he takes care of you, he makes sure you're good, he makes an effort with you, with your family, with everything, then what's the need? Like, this is what this guy seems like he's doing.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm gonna play devil's advocate a bit, I feel like there's more to the story.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think there's more to the story. I don't think a girl in her right mind would walk away from a guy if he just showed her some emotions.
Yeah.
Unless this girl's crazy, and if that's the case, she's crazy. But I think there might be more to the story. There might have been a few situations that have put a bad taste in her mouth. And let's not get it wrong, we don't know what this vulnerable situation was for him. What if it was him cheating, and he was vulnerable about it, and he was like, look, I messed up, I'm being open, I'm being vulnerable.
You never really know.
You
need both sides of the story.
You do need both sides. Like, we can't, like, I actually take it back. Like, it depends. Again, like, if she left because of this one-off situation, again, I stand with my point that that's so stupid. But we don't know what he was vulnerable about, number one. We don't know how the past couple of months have been. We don't know how solid he was to her when her mom passed away, or before that. Maybe there was things before that. And sometimes girls, like, we keep things in our heart and we don't let it out immediately, so we kind of like hold a grudge a bit, and then randomly we just like walk away, like overnight. So
that is me.
yeah, but do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
there's
I get
both
you,
sides.
I get
There's
you.
both sides. As much as I would like to be like, oh, she's horrible, we don't know her side.
Anyways,
and I'm a girl's
guys.
girl, so I don't support this action if that's truly just the story. But
slay. Anyways, guys. Hope you all are happy, healthy, and safe.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode, and as always, see you next week.
Bye.